Now, still on the insecurity in Nigeria and the statement of Donald Trump concerning what is going on in Nigeria. This man from the US, a congressman, has said something that you need to hear as a Nigerian. He said that Nigeria has not done enough in terms of security in Nigeria. In fact, if there is any word that's supposed to come before enough, that's the word he's supposed to use. But just watch this video. I'm coming back.
Sure, yeah.
I'm glad that we're able to do this. This is something that's been very, very important. And as I've been saying to some of my colleagues, we were too late on Rwanda. We were too late on South Sudan and a number of other atrocities that have happened in Africa and other places around the world. So let's not be too late again on this one. What I'm concerned about in particular is you look at the Fulani and the radicalized Islamists, how they are both moderate Muslims as well as the Christians. And I think it's hard to deny when you see 200 Christians on Christmas Eve a few years ago. Clearly it was coordinated and I've talked to people that were in the village. I've talked to religious leaders who have been experiencing this for years. They feel targeted and know that when their homes are being entered or they're being attacked in the middle of the night, this is not just some sort of, people are in conflict. They feel very much targeted.
Because of that, the U.S. response has been swift.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria.
President Trump threatening to potentially go into the country, guns to wipe out Islamic terrorists.
I too was surprised by the comments that they came out, that the president came out that forcefully. I suspect that is not a high priority of having actual military intervention specifically in Nigeria, but I think he does want to make sure that from his view, that is happening specifically against Christians, but also others in Nigeria, needs to stop.
But instead of military strikes, Congressman Huizenga now calling for economic sanctions.
Well, I don't envision a surprise. I don't envision that there's going to be a military response first. We had talked about, I would first and foremost encourage them to look at the economic pressure and sanctions on both individuals and organizations. I think that would be the most effective. Frankly, this president has been someone who has pursued peace rather than just expanding. I think he would be very selective before he did anything militarily. As we talked a little bit about earlier, with our government shutdown here in the United States over the last 40 plus days, that has caused some real problems for us internally. And we are having to deal with that. So first and foremost, our attention is going to be on reopening our government, trying to get it back and functioning at maximum level. That doesn't mean we stop talking about or thinking about or acting on all of these other issues, but there will probably be more of an emphasis on our government operations initially here for the next couple of weeks. Then with our appropriations bills and the things that are going on, I mean, one of the ramifications is we aren't able to have committee hearings right now. So that's one of the ways that we help try to raise the attention on these particular issues. So we need to get back to having the government open so we can start having those hearings again, and those kinds of things. Sanctions really cut off the flow of money, cut off the flow of travel. We don't know who exactly is financing much of these operations from the Fulani or Boko Haram in the past. And what I do know is, though, if we put economic pressure on them and the inability to move money around, that will have an impact, I think a positive impact. So I want to get serious about it because, again, I'm not convinced that the Nigerian government has taken the situation seriously.
Huizenga saying he thinks the Nigerian government needs to do more.
They need to demonstrate what are they doing to protect not just Christians, but certainly Christians, and what are they doing and proposing to lower that violence? And I don't. That's, earlier you were asking, have I been satisfied with their response? No, because I think their response has been, no, there's really not a problem. Well, I think there is a problem, and I'd like for them to demonstrate either very clearly why they think there is no problem, which, again, as I had said in the meeting with the foreign minister, that I don't think that was adequately addressed at all, and more satisfactorily, what is their plan to deal with the violence in Nigeria, and both against Christians, but I think in general, much of the other, many of the other situations that are violent, and we talked earlier a little bit about the importance of Nigeria in not just West Africa, but the whole African continent, and the economic success and potential that is there. They being the Nigerian government has talked about, well, we don't want to have an unstable situation for Western companies to operate there. Well, you're allowing that destability, that instability to occur. So I would argue that it's not President Trump or the United States that's causing that instability. I would argue that when you can't guarantee the safety of your workers and your employees or your products, and whether it's in energy or mining or in a number of other things, you've got a problem. And obviously, Nigeria is a beneficiary from various forms of aid internationally, but they also are a beneficiary of businesses that are coming in. And I think it's in Nigeria's best interest to make sure that whether it's the Fulanis or others that are really the root cause of this, that it's addressed. I had a very frank conversation with the foreign minister back in May. Did not get satisfactory answers, and so we're paying attention and we're trying to put some pressure. If you are asking me, am I satisfied with the Nigerian government's response to both questions in committee or questions that we've had in private conversations, my answer has been no. Had I thought that they had adequate responses, we would not be having this resolution. We would not be having this legislation. And to me, my frustration is it doesn't feel like the Nigerian government has been taking this serious.
And he has.
According to this man, hope he heard all he said, that Nigerian government has not been taking this thing serious for years. You get the point? And like I said in my intro, that if there's any word he would have used instead of has not done enough, I think that particular word was what he's supposed to use in this particular interview, because Nigerian government of a truth has not done enough, and they will keep defending themselves. Please, sir, I heard you say that you think that the president of America will not start a military action in Nigeria. First of all, that you advise him to follow or to start with economic sanction, maybe individual, or you get the point. Please, that individual is very, very important. You people should start with it, because it's as if some of these people are not taking people serious again. Start with this economic sanction for all the individual that you people have their record has been sponsoring all these things, so that they will know that you people are serious. Yes, the military action should wait, but let's action start. We don't say when I go on our own issues in US, but Donald Trump should back up his statement on Nigeria with action, like this economic action on individuals. You see those in fact, even if it will make people to even revoke their visas, give them economic sanction, as you said, and also stop them from transferring money from one particular country to another country. If that is possible, do it. Let them know that you are serious. Start doing it now, so that we will know how this thing, because since US president made the statement, these people are just running from pillar to post. There's no much action. In fact, things is as if things is getting worse. Yes. Few days ago, we heard that about 20 in the last 48 hours that 20 Nigerians has been kidnapped. Yes. Let action begin, because them on their own are not ready to do anything yet. Because they don't know where to start from. They don't know where to start from, because all the evidence that are coming from people shows that some of the action that was taken by these people called bandits, before they will take the action, that authorities and government of Nigeria will be alerted about it 3 weeks before, but still they will not do anything. That means there's something behind all these things. There is something behind it. And that thing is what they cannot come after. So we need external people that will come and deliver us from these people, because they may not be able to do anything. And for some of you people that are saying that there's no Christian buying, or there's no buying at, even some pastors. Oh my goodness. Well, I know what is going on social media. Some people are giving them basbo. Yeah, some people are giving them basbo. Just because the thing has not touched you, or touched any of your member, or touch any of your family member, that's why you come on social media and say that what the US wants to do is to come to Nigeria and take over the resources. Which resources are you people talking about? Is it resources that your members has benefited half from it, or what? Is it the resources that we Nigerians have benefited anything from, or the ones we've not benefited anything from? Let's save life first. Let's save life first. I remember my humble self, the Eichmann. Peace and love. Don't play. If you play, you will learn. You're going to learn the hard way. We move regardless.